Maybe my student number is 058.
Hello, my name is Retno Ulanda. The number is 080.
My name is Nimas Pergina Cinta. My student number 062.
Hello, my name is Zaki Alvarez. My student number is 056.
Hello, my name is Enrique Nila and my student number is 066.
And my student number is 060.
Hello, my name is Divendra Rompis and my student number is 096.
Hello, my name is Vincenzo Cesar Valentino and my student number is 064.
Problem solution. Definition. Problem solution writing is all about identifying a problem and offering solution to fix it. Problem, providing detail and context about its significance, then present a proposed solution, explaining how it addresses the problem and potentially including supporting evidence or benefit of the solution. You might have done this before, but let's break it down into structure that make your reader say, wow, that makes sense solution. Characteristic. A problem solution pattern divides information into two main sections, one that describes a problem and one that describes a solution. This pattern is typically used in persuasive writing, where the writer's general purpose is to convince the reader to support a certain course of action. Problem solution paragraph identify a specific issue, clearly explain its detail, and then propose a potential solution, often including supporting detail and reasoning for why the solution is effective. Key characteristics include a clear topic sentence starting the problem, a detailed description of the issue, a proposed solution with explanation, and a concluding statement that may highlight the benefit of the solution. Now, for example, but before that, we need to know how to write a problem solution paragraph. Step 1. Understand the problem. Start by clearly describing the issue. Paint a vivid picture for your readers. Step 2. Offer one or more solutions. Now, propose solutions that could address the issue. Be specific and back up your ideas with reasoning. Now, let's move to the example. So, the problem in the text is that English learners were likely struggling with reading comprehension, and the solution present is the pilot tutoring program, which led to a 13% improvement in their reading comprehension score within a 6 months. See how adding concrete examples strengthens your solution. It makes your argument stronger and more relatable. Okay, next, general structure. Generally, there are 4 components to problem solution paragraph: describing the problem, transition sentence, explaining the solution, and evaluating the outcome. Then, let's do a little transition with additional detail or information. And then, we start solving it with solution, whether it's just one or more, and ends with a conclusion or emphasis. It should be remembered that in structure 1, we have to divide into 2 stages, namely a special discussion of the problem and a special stage for discussing the solution. And then, second way, it is a little different in this time. We need to introduce how the situation is with addition such as topic sentence, additional detail, or other information. Then we move on, describe the problem, then solve it directly. Different from the first one, in this way we pair each stage of the problem solution. Then, end with a conclusion or emphasis are evaluating the outcome. So, there you have it. Writing a problem solution paragraph can be both straightforward and fun when you structure it properly and add some creativity.
So the next thing I want to explain is example paragraph. Example paragraph is a type of paragraph that explains a main idea by providing specific examples. To support it, these examples help clarify, illustrate, or prove a point. There are some characteristics. The first one is has one clear main idea. The second one is includes or one or more concrete examples that support the main idea. The third one is use transition words like for example, such as, or for instance to connect ideas with example. 4. Aims to explain or clarify a concept with relevant examples. The fifth, commonly found in expository, descriptive, or argumentative text. The next thing is there are some structure in the example paragraph. The first one is the topic sentence. Topic sentence is the opening sentence that states the main idea. The second one is supporting examples. Several specific examples that support the main idea. The third one is concluding sentence, a conclusion or reinforcement of the main idea based on the given example. And this is the example of an example paragraph. Eating healthy food is essential for maintaining a strong and energetic body. For example, fruits and vegetables provide essential vitamins and minerals that help the immune system function properly. Additionally, whole grains such as brown rice and oats supply the body with long-lasting energy. Furthermore, lean proteins like fish and chicken help build and repair muscles. By including these foods in our diet, we can ensure that our bodies stay healthy and strong. That's it for the explanation. Thank you.
A process paragraph is a type of paragraph in writing that explains how to complete a task, perform an action, or understand how something works by breaking it down into a series of clear, logical steps. Its primary purpose is to guide the reader through a process in chronological order, ensuring clarity and coherence. Characteristic 1. Chronological order. Steps are presented in a clear logical sequence. Example, first to last. Ensure the reader can follow the process without confusion. Example, first gather your material, next mix the ingredients. 2. Transition and signal words. Use a sequential transition to guide the reader. Example, first, second, then afterward, finally, once completed. Transition create flow and emphasize the order of steps. 3. Imperative mood or passive voice. Imperative moods, common form is common in directional process paragraph. Example, fill the potatoes, then boil them. Passive voice may be used in informational process paragraph. Example, the dough is baked at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. 4. Audience awareness. Tailors language and details to the reader's knowledge level. Avoid jargons unless explaining technical process to a specialist audience. 5. Consequences and clarity. Avoid unnecessary details that could distract from the steps. A step is specific and action-oriented. Example, stir for 2 minutes, pictures, mix it well. 6. Purposeful topic and conclusion. Topic sentence clearly states the process and its goal. Example, making yogurt at home required patience and precision. Concluding sentence reinforces the outcome or significance. Example, following this step ensure press. Omit yogurt every time. 7. Visual or descriptive detail. Optional. May include tips, warning, or visual. Example, wear gloves to avoid burn or the mixture should turn golden brown. Helps reader avoid mistake and understand nuances. 8. Objectivity. Focuses on factual, unbased instruction or explanation. Avoid personal opinion unless the process is subjective. Example, creative tasks. Breakdown of the structure. 1. Topic sentence. Brewing coffee using a French press is a straightforward process that yields rich flavorful result. Introduce the process brewing coffee and that's it. Purpose outcome. 2. Supporting sentence. Steps. Step 1. First boil water and let it cool slightly. Step 2. Next add partially ground coffee. Step 3. Then pour the hot water over the ground. Step 4. After this, place the lid on the press. Step 5. Finally, press the plunger down slowly. Each step uses transition. First, next, then after, finally, and provides specific details, temperature, measurement, timing. 3. Concluding sentence. By following these steps, you'll enjoy a robust cup of coffee without bitterness. Reinforce the outcome and emphasize the volume of the process.
Opinion paragraph. Number 1. Definition. An opinion paragraph is a type of writing that presents the author's thoughts and feelings about the specific topic. Supporting details such as reason and examples are given to explain the opinion. Number 2. Characteristic. An opinion paragraph expresses the writer's personal viewpoint or opinion on a topic. Number 2. Opinion paragraphs often use subject language such as I think, I believe, in my opinion, and others. Number 3. Opinion paragraphs aim to persuade the reader to accept the writer's opinion using persuasive language and techniques. Number 4. Opinion paragraphs often provide examples, anecdotes, or evidence to support the writer's opinion. Number 5. Opinion paragraphs may use emotional language to appeal to the reader's emotion and values. Number 6. While opinion paragraphs can have a flexible structure, they typically begin with a clear topic sentence that states the writer's opinion. Number 7. Opinion paragraph often conclude with a call to action, encouraging the reader to take a specific action or adopt a particular point of view. Next, general structure. State your find on the topic clearly in the first sentence, topic sentence. 2. Give reason for your opinion and explain each reason with supporting details. Supporting sentence. Number 3. Finish your paragraph by restating your opinion. Concluding sentence. Number 4. Example topic. This is the example of opinion paragraph.
Okay everyone, next up I will talk about comparison contrast of a paragraph. Let's start with the basic first. What is a comparison contrast paragraph? Well, comparison contrast paragraph is a paragraph that tells similarities and difference between two or more people or object. When two things are compared, the similarities between them are described, but the difference will be explained when they are contrasted. In other words, comparison emphasis in similarities between two things or people, while the contrast focuses on the difference between them. I told you all about the definition of comparing and contrast paragraph. Let's point out the characteristic. For this characteristic, there are 5 of them that I already noted. Let's start with the first one, which is 1. Focus on similarities and differences. Highlight what makes the subject alike or different. 2. Clear structure, organized with a clear introduction, body, comparison and contrast, and conclusion. 3. Logical flow. Maintains coherence through either block or point-by-point style. 4. Thesis statement. Clear states that subjects being compared and the criteria used for comparison. 5th, use for transitional words. Words like however, similarly, on the other hand, etc. Guide the reader through comparison and contrast. I told you all about the definition and characteristics. I will now talk about the next topic in this material, which is the method of writing compare or contrast paragraph. There are 2 most well-known ways, which is block style and point-by-point style. Let's start with the definition for both of these, and I will end the topic with me explaining the example for each of these. Number 1, block style, subject by subject, divides the body of the paragraph into 2 segments The topic and controlling idea of the first subject is introduced at the first, and then it is followed by the second subject. Write all about the first subject and then all about the second subject. Example, we take this paragraph. Comparing online learning and traditional learning offers flexibility and convenience, allowing students to access materials anytime and anywhere, which benefits those with busy schedules. It also provides a wide range of courses that might not be available locally. However, online learning can feel isolating since it lacks face-to-face interaction. In contrast, traditional learning fosters the direct interaction between students and teachers, creating a more engaging classrooms environment. It also promotes social skills through groups and discussions and activities, but it requires a strict schedule and commuting, which can be inconvenient for some learners. Why is this a black style? Well, the paragraph clearly separates the discussion of each subject. Even though there's no physical paragraph break, the ideas about online learning are grouped together first, followed by the ideas about traditional learning. It also doesn't mix points between the two subjects like in point by point style. Now the second style, which is point by point. The paragraph expands sequence of comparison that demonstrates specific similarities and differences to be read easily. Choosing several points of comparison, that is comparing one point to the two topics, then continue to compare the second point of both, and so on. Here's some example of the paragraph. Both online learning and traditional learning have unique advantages in terms of flexibility. Online learning offers students the freedom to study anytime and anywhere, while traditional learning requires fixed schedules and in-person attendance. When it comes to interaction, the traditional learning promotes face-to-face communication, fostering strong relationships between students and teachers. In contrast, online learning relies on virtual communication, which may feel less personal. Regarding course accessibility, online learning provides a broader range of courses from different institutions, whereas traditional learning is limited to what a specific school offers. Why is it a point-by-point style? It is because each sentence compares the same aspect, flexibility, interaction, course accessibility, of both subjects side by side, making the comparison more direct and detailed. I'm sure I have explained compare and contrast paragraph enough. Let's move on.
Okay, now let's talk about narrative paragraph. Narrative paragraphs are a great way to grow up your vocabulary. So, what is definition of narrative paragraph? You can use this type of writing to talk about new things or place, and as you do so, you will find yourself needing new words. Narrative paragraph also has a characteristic. The first is tell a story or recounts an experience. Narrative paragraphs tell a story or recounts an experience that the writer or another character has used chronological structure. Narrative paragraph typically use a chronological structure, telling the story in the order in which it happened. Use time and place. Transition. Narrative paragraph often use transitional words and phrase that indicate time and place, such as yesterday, last week in the park, or at the beach. Describe emotion and feelings. Narrative paragraph often describe the emotion and feelings of the character involved in the story. And then use descriptive language. Narrative paragraphs use vivid and descriptive language to help the reader visualize the story. Phrase sentences structure. Narrative paragraph often weighs sentence structure to create interest and emphasis, and then has a clear beginning, middle, and ending. Narrative paragraph typically have a clear beginning, middle, and end with a clear resolution or conclusion. Okay, this is for example. The title is The Best Hamburger of My Life. So, this is example of narrative paragraph. Okay, so based on provided paragraph, we can identify the following narrative paragraph characteristics. The first one is tell a story or recounts an experience. The paragraphs tell a story about the author's experience meeting their favorite soccer player Sergio Verdrem and having dinner with him. Second, use chronological structure. The paragraph follows a chronological order. starting with the author waiting outside the hotel, then meeting Sergio Verderame, and finally having a dinner with him. And third is use time and place transition. The paragraph used time transitions like when I got there and after a while to indicate the passage of time. It also mentioned a specific place, the Grand Hotel in Toronto. And 4. Describe emotion and feelings. The paragraph describes the author's emotion, such as being very nervous, having a trembling voice, and feeling surprised and excited. And 5. Use descriptive language. The paragraph used vivid language to describe the scene, such as my hands were shaking, I could not eat or talk, and we had a good time laughing and jogging together. And 6. Paris sentence structure. The paragraph uses a mix of short and long sentences to create interest and emphasis. And the 7 has a clear beginning, middle, and ending. The paragraph has a clear beginning. It's like meeting Sergio Verderame. In the middle is having dinner with him, and ending reflection on the experience. And the last is use dialogue. The paragraph includes internal dialogue where the author says to themselves, hey, this happened this once in your life. Next is general structure of narrative paragraph. The general structure of narrative paragraph is introduction, body. This includes rising intonation, rising action, climax, falling action, and last conclusion. Let me explain. Introduction, a sentence or two that introduce the story, setting, and character. Body, body a series of sentences that tell the story, including raising action, events that build up to the climax. Climax is the most intense or critical moment in the story. Following action, events that follow the climax and lead to the resolution. Conclusion, a sentence or two that wraps up the story and provide a final thought or reflection. Okay, everyone. So, paragraph can be said to be a narrative paragraph if it has a chronological structure, uses descriptive language, describes emotion and feelings, and has a clear beginning, middle, and ending.
Cause and effect is all about understanding why something happened and what happened as a result. What is the relationship between cause and effect? 1. Cannot have a cause without an effect. Conversely, an effect will not appear without a cause. What is function of cause and effect? The function of cause and effect is to explain the relationship between two interrelated events, where one cause and causes the other or effect. Example, you plan a picnic for Sunday, but storm hits. The cause is stormy weather, the effect is picnic get cancelled. And next, key feature of cause and effect. The first one is one cause and multiple effect. Example, one cause, skipping breakfast. Multiple effect, you feel hungry later. You have low energy. You struggle to focus school or the second is multiple cause, one effect. Example, multiple cause. Woke up late, missed the bus, forgot to pack your stuff. One effect, you arrive late to school. The third is chain of cause. Example, the cause is alarm didn't go off. The effect is you woke up late, you missed the bus, you had walked to school. And next, what are the characteristics of cause and effect? One cause characteristic, pretty easy to see how a clause is said to be a cause. Here are the characteristics of cause. Answer the question, why did something happen? Consonant, signal word, linking word, causal linking word can be kept at the beginning or end the sentences. 2. Effect characteristic. You can tell if a clause is an effect by looking at the following characteristic. Answer the question, what happened? Generally begins with signal word, linking word, causal linking word. Can be replaced with other nouns. Signal word. Watch out for this. Cause indicators because, due to, since, as a result. Effect indicators. Therefore, so, consequently, leads to, result in. And next, how to analyze cause and effect. 1. Find the cause. What triggered the situation? 2. Find the effect. What happened because of it? 3. Look for signal word. They clarify the relationship. 4. Check the logic. Does the connection make sense? Why this matters? Cause and effect is used everywhere. In writing essay, understanding history, solving science problem, and making life decision. The better you understand it, the better you think critically.
We are going to talk about descriptive paragraph. A descriptive paragraph is a type of writing that aims to provide a clear and detailed description of a person, place, object, or event. The main goal is to help the reader visualize what is being described as if they were experiencing it firsthand. Writer achieve this by using sensory detail, sound, smell, taste, and touch to create a vivid image in the reader's mind. Instead of simply stating that a flower is beautiful, a descriptive paragraph might describe the flower's bright red petals, its delicate fragrance, and the way it sways gently in the breeze. Another important characteristic is use of figurative language, such as similes and metaphors, to enhance the description and make it more engaging. For example, if someone were writing about a beach, they wouldn't just say the beach is nice. Instead, they might describe the golden sand that feels warm beneath their feet, and the sun reflecting off the water like scattered diamonds. These details help bring the scene to life for the reader. The structure of a descriptive paragraph typically follows a clear pattern. It starts with a topic sentence that introduces the subject. Then, the supporting sentence provides vivid description using sensory details and figurative language. Finally, the paragraph ends with a concluding sentence that reinforces the overall impression or feeling about the subject. In summary, a descriptive paragraph is an effective way to paint a picture with words. By using sensory details, precise language, and a clear structure, writers can transport and make their writing more immersive and engaging. Thank you.